Hans Temmerstode, FightHype.com, here with Coach Bullet, man. How you doing?
Great. Another day in the business, baby.
You know, just first though, talk about your fighter that's on this card, that's on the Shakur Stevenson versus Robson Conceicao card. How do you see that fight playing out?
Shakur Stevenson, he's very talented, very skilled. If he control the range and do what he does, he wins the fight. If it turns into a fight, then, Conceicao does have a good pop on him. He does have good power. But I honestly see Shakur Stevenson walking away with it.
Did you think that Conceicao actually won that fight against Valdez?
I don't know. I didn't really get a chance to watch that, so I like to talk about things that I'm not really sure of.
Gotcha. Now, I have to ask you, there's rumblings, both guys are kind of talking about it, seeming like they're gonna fight in December. Well, who really knows, between Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis. Obviously, you know both guys really well. In your view, how do you kind of see that fight playing out, man?
Well, like I said before, if Ryan Garcia doesn't get in the habit of moving his head more, he's in trouble. Gervonta is a very experienced, very skilled fighter, and he comes with more than just power. So he's a very dangerous fighter. It's the reason why he's a champion.
Valid, but if you had to edge it to somebody, if both guys just came in at their best, who do you think would have the slight edge in that one?
Tank.
And is it because of the experience and the knockout power?
His experience.
Gotcha. Now, in terms of Rolly, when can we expect to see him back in the ring, man?
Honestly, that's more towards his management and everything else. But are we looking late this year or early next year?
In a perfect world, who would you want to see him get matched up against?
We would like the rematch. Or if we don't get that, we're looking at maybe somebody that wants to fight us, which is not really a lot of people that want to fight Rolly. So Pitbull is a willing and able opponent. I don't know what his ranking is or what his numbers is looking like, but I think that's a good fight.
Well, speaking of him, he's actually the interim WBC champion right now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, so I believe he just won that in his last fight. So his ranking he should be ranked number 1 at 135 for the WBC. So how would you kind of see that matchup playing out between Rolly and Cruz? I mean, both guys come forward and bang it out in the middle of the ring.
Yes, and I think that Rolly has the ability to box forward, bang it out, and to use the ring as well, because he has such great legs that he can move around and box. So I think it's a very, very good fight. I think it would sell as well.
Stylistically, would he be a harder fight than Tank, actually?
No, he'll be an easier fight than Tank because he's going to stand there and go toe-to-toe. When Rolly's hitting hard in these guys. You understand what I'm saying? So if you stand there in front of Rolly, you're just a punching bag. So for Pitbull style, he's a volume puncher. He's not just a one-punch knockout guy. But for the volume puncher like to come forward, that's bad for him if you got somebody that's going to sit and throw back at you with like Rolly. So,
Rolly had a tendency to, talk trash to a lot of guys.
Yes.
I'm wondering if, I know you have a fighter that's on the card, but I'm wondering if as a trainer, you're kind of looking at a Shakur Stevenson and kind of doing a little bit of scouting, because I know Rolly said that, Shakur is good and everything, but he doesn't have a lot of power. That's what Rolly said.
Well, Shakur is good at what he does. Shakur is a master boxer. But when you get in the ring with a guy that don't come to lose or don't come to get a paycheck, and he comes to win, and he comes to fight your respect, that's a different element. He hasn't faced that yet. You know what I'm saying? So with Shakur not facing that, I don't know how he will pan out against a guy like Rolly. You know what I'm saying? Because guys like Rolly, they're very strong-minded, and they come to win. They're not coming here to, be an opponent. You know what I'm saying? So, and that goes for anybody that with belts and stuff like that. We come in to really fight you. We're not coming here to hang around for, and box and all that shit all day. We're gonna box a little bit, but we're gonna fight.